While King County officials debate the housing crisis, the state is focusing on the growing encampments along state highways that are becoming more and more dangerous.
And WashDOT has created some new safety measures after flames erupted from a camp along I-5 in Seattle's International District last week. Another camp near the Ship Canal Bridge is also causing big concerns.
Yeah, Fox 13's Dan Griffin live near that camp actually for us this morning. And Dan, we're already seeing work getting underway there.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, they've gotten to work, but even overnight, we know fire crews were called to this very same encampment here on northbound I-5 at the Ship Canal Bridge. We know that officials have put a plan into place, and they are expected to be here at some point today to continue that cleanup work here. But we also know that WashDOT sent a letter to parents of nearby John Stanford International School to describe how they, Washington State Patrol, and the King County Regional Homelessness Authority are working together to clean up the area. Here's what they're doing. They say that they're going to have State Patrol as well as local law enforcement monitoring the area for safety to respond to activity that may pose a threat to people traveling, living, or working nearby. Officials plan to restrict car access to the encampment site in addition to pedestrian traffic here along the highway, a very busy area. They're also watching for safety hazards to state workers and outreach staff who are working in the area. And WashDOT says crews will clean up debris, repair fencing, and add no trespassing signs. They'll also clean up and remove vegetation for better visibility here in the area. Now, in addition to all of this, they're going to be collecting propane tanks, oftentimes used for heating or cooking, but they also become fire hazards, as we've seen, and they want to reduce that risk. Crews say they will also provide fire extinguishers to people in the camp, expand outreach. Portable toilets and hygiene stations will also be added. Okay, so where will those in these encampments go? Well, you can see it over my shoulder here right now. You can even see a glow in the distance of this encampment as we zoom in, and I can smell something a little bit burning here as that fire burns. Well, the governor recently told us these camps have become such a threat to the community, they plan to close them permanently, and they have plans to move 200 people in the next couple of months into permanent housing as required by the state's Housing First policy instead of going into a temporary bed at a shelter. The governor says this does take longer, but those who are relocated tend to stay sheltered.
We have plans to move almost 200 people in the next couple of months out of those encampments, and we now have places where we know they're going to go. So what I would say is we should insist on as rapid action as possible, and that's what we're doing.
Now, following a fire at a camp in the International District along I-5 last week, investigators found drugs, guns, even thousands of dollars in cash. Meanwhile, these new security measures are in motion. The governor says he's in talks with Seattle's mayor to even harder this even more. These right-of-way camps with permanent fencing, bright lights, and boulders to stop these campers from moving back in after they've been cleared. Reporting live, Dan Griffin, Fox 13 News.